Hi everyone, it's David and welcome back to Safer FX. So just a bit of a closeout on the Aussie 5 minute. I thought I'd do a quick closeout video because this will close out reasonably soon. I'll do a link back to a previous update that I made a couple of hours ago because this is 5 minute money and it's moving reasonably quickly. Have a look back at that. I initially had a position thinking this was price contraction, then expansion, then chased the market. You can see where my entries are. The initial entry was here. This was a closeout entry because I sold half the position when this current move dipped back down towards what I was had decided was an area that I didn't want it to retrace to. It looked too weak, given that it hadn't really broken out above red, which was its price expansion phase. I thought potentially this was just another leg, another price expansion, but it has moved higher. However, right now, if I just pop out now, probably 15-minute explains this a bit better, just in terms of trailing stop. So not confirmed, but on a 15-minute, it's a reasonable big white candle. However, it hasn't yet confirmed that it's trading inefficiently. So the top of this candle here and the bottom of this candle here, that blue line represents about halfway between the two. Maybe I've been a bit conservative, maybe it's up there somewhere, but I've just moved my stop loss right up. So the reason I've done that, it looks better on a 5 minute, and though it's still going and we're still leading into London open, so that's we're still a few hours out, aren't we? So it's tail end of the Asian session at the moment. This could well and truly be the end of this little 5 minute run, which is fine. It's a profitable trade. Ultimately, I think it's about 20 pips. Oh, no, sorry, it's about 16 pips to that one. It's only about 10 to that one. So maybe an average of about 14 pips. It's not fantastic. However, in the overall scheme of things, really does indicate to me that if Aussie's moving this way, both the euro and the pound are holding up okay too. They're on slightly higher time frame money, maybe 1 hour, 30-minute money, whereas this was a 5 minute move on the Aussie, just in the Asian session. So look, I just thought I'd show you how I trail my stops. Again, although this is a 5 minute position, I'm looking at 15-minute price inefficiency. Previously, we had 15-minute price inefficiency here, and then we've popped up to here. So that's just a way of sort of making sure that profits are essentially locked in. So if this does retrace on 5 minute and it retraces to such an extent that, say, a black candle moves down through this blue line, that would probably be about it for this particular trade, given that I am expecting a retracement anyway in the early hours before London open, which is usually pretty typical. And that'd be sort of maybe the Asian move on this one. So it's basically a take profit level. So I just thought I'd show you that, just in terms, it's just another technique. It's a way of sort of trailing your stops, not using a moving average or anything, just using pure price. Seems to be reasonably effective at locking in some of these moves. So that's probably going to be it for this. I probably won't post again unless it just goes stupid mental and just, goes parabolic and just shoots straight up. I'll adjust. But I'm looking at this now thinking, that's not a bad old move out. Like in comparison to this contraction point, then the price expansion point, then a price trending on a 5 minute, that's probably about the ratio that I would expect most bread and butter trades to sort of produce. And as I say, this is pretty fast money being 5 minute. We'll see how it goes. But if not, that one will close out. So hopefully this has been helpful. If it has, look, any questions, drop a comment below. Otherwise, consider please subscribing. Trade safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.